All right, Andrew Bishko here. We're in our Little Feet tutorial for Long Distance Love by Lowell George. This is part 3. If you've watched part 1 was the introduction. Part 2 is the first verse, and part 3 is the chorus. Now, I want to point out when you go back and do the other verses, a lot of the technique that I'm using here in the chorus is going to be very useful for you to add some more variety to the verses. The first verse, the arrangement was a little more sparse. Then in the second verse, the solo, other things, you can use this same technique that we're going to use in the chorus. And that technique is this. It's actually reminds me a lot of reggae, a reggae groove. I'm going to just do it on an E minor chord here. I'm going to go like this. Okay, so it's this. We're playing the bass, and then I'm alternating a single note with my thumb, and then a double note or chord with my other hand, like a 4/16 notes, like 1 and 1 and so. And so it has that, there's a lot of reggae groove that's really similar to that. It's called the bubble in reggae terms, if I remember correctly. Anywho, so we're going to start with the E minor chord, and I'm inverting it here. So here's my E minor chord, taking it down pretty low, inverting it, taking the B off top, putting it on the bottom. So I hit my bass, and then my D over F sharp. So it's F sharp in the bass, and I'm just going to use my D in root position, and then my G, and then I'm doing something funny with the G. You can call it a variety of things. You can call it a G6-9 chord. And just adding, it just sounded good to me. So I'm doing here with the G, I'm going like this. So this was my little lick that I came up with for the G here. Again, it's like this. So I'm playing the 6 and 9 there. Goes twice as long as the other two chords that came before it, the E minor and the D. So putting it all together. Okay, I'm going to go a little up the tempo on that. So, again, hard to sing and play at the same time, you know, 'cause no matter what I do, 'cause no matter what I do, what you do, 'cause no matter what you do, even pray to heaven above. Now I'm going to work my way up here with my inversions, because I'm trying to hit something higher. I'm going to do my G up here, and then it's G over A. You can hear that pretty clearly in the recording, that kind of that high G up there. So the G over A, I'm going to, so the chords in the second line, even pray to heaven above, is even pray. I'm sorry. Okay? I'll do that second line again. Oops. And now we're going to go G over B. Here's another chord that would last a little longer. So I'm going to do that same thing that I did down here. This winds up being a G. I'm going to add 9 here. Here's my G chord. Here's my 9th, which is the same as the 2nd. Some call this a sus2 chord. And then, but I have the 3rd in the bass, so that's why it's an add 9, because we have the 3rd there. We're not substituting the 3 for the 2 for the 3. So it's here. And the 3rd line, all you ever get from her, I'm going to go like this. Okay? Similar to the lick I did down here. But do that 9th version. And then regular G chord. Just rocking back and forth with 2 notes and then the thumb, 2 notes and the thumb. Here's my C. This is a C add 9, so I'm going to go. So here's my open C chord. There's the 9th. And I'm going to move that like that. To regular C chord, and then come back to the 9th. Here for the D, I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep my thumb on the G, which actually went to the D sus. Here's my D regular D chord. Here's the D sus. So same thing I did for the G chord, but I'm doing with the D in the bass. So it's that's the where it goes long distance love. It's like long distance love. Do some kind of like that little bluesy thing with the G, or you can do that. So it'd be like this. Let's see, where am I? So last chords on long distance love are just C, D, G, and I'm putting a sus on the D. So, you know, that's a little simpler version, just a C, D, and a G. It's good to just mess around with these and get loose with it. I've been very loose in this tutorial. I've been kind of just sticking with one arrangement, but get a little loose with it. That'd be better. Again, I'm going to do the last 2 lines. All you So I'm making use of material from earlier parts, mixing and matching it. Let me see if I can get through a whole chorus here. So, 'cause no matter what you do, then pray that heaven above. That's the G with A. And then all you ever get from learn something from it, and I would take these ideas from the chorus, you know, like you can do the same reggae style in the verse, you know, I read the paper. That's just taking some of that rocking motion that I do with the right hand and applying it to the chords in the second verse. And same thing through the rest of the song. Please leave a comment. Let me know if you will need any further guidance or assistance or have any ideas for this song. And thanks a lot.